The Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications, also known as SWIFT, that was established back in 1973, and around half of all high-value cross-border payments worldwide use the SWIFT network, with more than 11,000 financial institutions in over 200 countries exchanging an average of 32 million messages per day, is now confirming that Wells Fargo and many banks are interested in using not only Ripple's XRP, but on their official website, swift.com, right here. Under this article talking about modernizing corporate actions through technology and collaboration, it says we've been working in collaboration with Chainlink and other stakeholders in the industry, leveraging AI and blockchain in order to streamline corporate action processes. So what I'm about to share with you in this video is absolutely insane. Plus, China is injecting trillions of dollars of liquidity into the markets. And we've just seen one of the major indicators flash an extremely bullish signal that we need to pay attention to that will not only affect XRP, Chainlink, but will affect Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoin market. Plus, The Economist that featured the Phoenix back in 1988 that you guys saw in one of my previous videos just put this out saying crypto meets the swamp, why it won't end well. And everybody knows that they're talking about the majority of the crypto market except for one cryptocurrency that stands tall. And what I found that I'm going to share with you over the next few minutes not only blew my mind, but I believe it will blow your mind as well too. And it has to do with Elon Musk, aka Kekius Maximus. So for those of you guys that watched my previous video that I put out 12 hours ago, 29,000 people saw it. Well, we're diving even further down the rabbit hole and talking about some riddles here that has to do with Grok, Stellar's XLM, and why Elon Musk changed his name. So you guys are going to love this video. If you're feeling bullish, if you're feeling blessed, comment 777. And if you're going to become the first millionaire in your family tree, you know what to do. Confirm it by tapping the subscribe button. Let's run it. All right, bull runners, welcome back to the channel. So I want to give a quick shout out to Brendan. He just won our last XRP giveaway, and we're going to kick this video off with another XRP giveaway. We're giving away $100 worth of XRP, and if you want to win, all you need to do is follow us on Twitter or X at BullRunnersHQ. The link for that will be in the description below, and you're going to see this pinned post where all you got to do, like the post, retweet it, comment XRP, and then subscribe to our daily crypto newsletter. That link will be in the description below, or you can just click it on the post. It'll take you to this page right here. You simply enter in your best email address to subscribe to our newsletter, and you'll also get access to our book called Altcoin Secrets that share with you the 23 secrets to become a crypto millionaire. And then the winner will be announced on our email newsletter. So we'd love to pick you. Maybe you win some XRP. If you don't, I know you're going to get value out of that book. So let's dive into what I found in this video, because The Economist released this right here, basically saying that Trump is creating a swamp. And it seems to be that the Democrats have been doing that a lot with Trump, where he's used the phrase drain the swamp many times. And so they just turn it around and they make it seem like he's creating a swamp. And while the majority of cryptocurrencies out there will go away long term, there's going to be a select few that will stand tall and that will be around long term that are part of the new financial system. And it's not hype, it's not theory, it's facts. And we're going to talk about it in this video. And then we're also going to dive into some conspiracy theories too that are just too weird to ignore because I don't believe in coincidences. So if Trump is creating a swamp, then we're all going to need bigger boats because we're all going fishing. So we're backing up our boat all the way to the dock, grabbing the bags, packing them and stacking them because of this. Elon Musk just changed his name to Kekius Maximus. And in his profile picture right here, it says Emperor Kekius Maximus. Now, if you guys didn't watch my video I put out 12 hours ago, I shared a little bit about this with you, but here's one thing that's very interesting, is when we look up the phrase Kekius Maximus on the Gematria calculator, it comes up as the same number as XRP the Storm. And when you search Emperor Kekius Maximus, guess what comes up? Twitter and the coin to rule them all, XRP. Now also his banner image says Grok to understand. And in this video right here I posted 3 days ago, if you ask Grok, what does Grok mean? Well, it's a term coined by Robert Heinlein's sci-fi novel, Stranger in a Strange Land, meaning to deeply understand something or someone. And when you look up Stranger in a Strange Land on the Gematria calculator, guess what comes up? Well, XRP Gold Standard. Also, astronomy, XRP 10,000 a coin. Buy crypto suckers. And when you ask Grok why he chose this name, he gives it a few different reasons and theories here. Well, it could be mimetic magic or egregores, framing it as a strategic move to shape public perception through internet culture. However, this is just speculative here, but Elon Musk has been known to troll people. So he's doing a lot of trolling here because He also changed his name to Harry Balls in 2025, so clearly he's been trolling. And Elon Musk also plays a game called Path of Exile, and he said my next character's name shall be Kekius Maximus. So if we just look up those names right there, Harry Balls, spelled a very specific way, well, it comes up as the same numbers in Jewish gematria as currency reset. In English and simple gematria, it comes up as Elon Musk, and it also comes up as Ripple Labs. Now this is where it gets even weirder. If we search the game that he plays, Path of Exile, it comes up in English and simple gematria as XLN Burger, which is really strange how some of these things are connected, because it reminded me of an episode I saw of The Simpsons in season 32, episode 18, called Burger Kings, where there's a business called Excellent Burger. And in this episode, listen to what Marge says here.
XL in stock?
I found XLN stock. How much would you like to buy?
I don't know. How's 10 pairs?
Submitting order for 1,000 shares of XLN stock. Please confirm.
Confirm?
Ignoring question mark. My order executed.
Oh no, Maggie, I accidentally bought excellent burger stock. But I feel awful if this stock would up. It just went up. We need money.
Now what's strange about this is not only has The Simpsons hinted at a lot of cryptocurrency stuff that we've decoded in other videos, but Excellent Burger right here, if we just search that on the gematria calculator, it comes up as the same number in English and simple gematria as stellar lumens. And if we look up XLN Burger, it comes up as runs on Ripple. It also comes up as Bitcoin crash, Ripple effect. And when we look up XLN Burger stock, it comes up as X marks the spot. Professor Frink from that Simpsons episode talking about distributed ledger technology. Also Ripple case settled. So that's just what we find down the rabbit hole there. Now if we take Kekius Maximus here and we look that up, let's see what comes up. Well, what do you know? Back to the Future, Meaning of Numbers, Level Playing Field, XRP The Storm, The Wizard of Oz, You Are Chosen, Exit the Matrix, Justice is Coming, Precious Metals. So I don't think this is a coincidence, guys. I think Elon Musk knows, because he's a professional troll. He speaks in riddles a lot of the time. And of course, he's not going to reveal his true intentions and his plans with X.com or X payments, because he has so much influence it would manipulate the price. So he has to speak in riddles. And when you study macro market trends and not just conspiracy theories, then you can take the spiritual and the actual technical and the fundamental, and you can merge it together to truly understand what's going on, because this is playing out time and time again for Bitcoin each cycle. For example, on the Bitcoin stock to flow model, every single time in the past since Bitcoin has been launched that we transition from yellow to light green, we see the top of the market during light green, and then we go into the bear market where it's a light blue to dark blue at the bottom. So we're not even close to light blue and dark blue, and we're not at light green yet. Now I make no guarantees that it's going to be successful this time, but it's one thing to look at. Also, the Pi Cycle top indicator showing that Bitcoin's top comes in when the price is above the 350 DMA times 2, but also when the 111 DMA crosses above the 350 DMA times 2. And that has not happened yet. So each time that's happened in the past, it's accurately predicted Bitcoin's top. And also, we've seen a bullish cross on the MACD for Total 2's chart, which signals that altcoins are pretty close to exploding as well, too. So in my opinion, it's not a matter of if we go up over the next 6 months towards the end of this year, but it's really just how high. But one thing that we do know is not only is China injecting trillions of dollars of liquidity, but if you take the global M2 liquidity chart and pair it up with the others chart, we're seeing an offset of roughly 60 to 70 days here. And since the 11th of January, global liquidity is broken out. And if we measure from that breakout to when the altcoin market started to break out, it was about 85 days. So we don't know exactly what the offset is, but the crypto market is lagging behind global liquidity. And if this yellow chart right here is any leading indicator of what's to come for the altcoin market, then we could experience some massive breakouts to the upside coming in Q4 of this year. And if you watched my video yesterday, we talked about the FedWire Fund Service having a single day implementation July 14th. Now, if they don't delay that event, the middle of July is going to be very eventful after the FIFA tournament, because this is going to affect not just half of cross-border payments worldwide using the SWIFT network, but this is going to affect all payments globally with the new ISO 20022 standard. And on Swift's website, it says Wells Fargo is looking at this area using Ripple, as are a lot of other banks. But this was said by an audience member that they are quoting on their website. But what Swift has confirmed is that they will use Chainlink for messaging. And what do you think they will use for the transfer of value? XRP. So look at the recent partnership between Chainlink and Ripple that took place, where RLUSD has adopted the Chainlink standard for verifiable data to fuel DeFi adoption with real-time secure pricing data. And Chainlink and JP Morgan, the largest bank in the United States, and Ondo Finance teamed up to bring bank payment rails to tokenized asset markets. Plus, if you look at what's happening today, I mean, I'm making this video May 18th, it's coming out May 19th, but XRP futures will launch on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange one of the most prestigious and globally recognized derivatives market on the planet. So X definitely marks the spot here. And could this be what The Simpsons has been hinting at, putting X in front of Excellent Burger? Because what's taking place right now isn't just a listing. It isn't just speculation here, guys. This is institutional validation of the highest order. The same exchange that brought Bitcoin and Ethereum into regulated futures trading is now opening the gates for XRP. So that means institutional hedging, deeper liquidity, regulated exposure for funds and traders, Wall Street meeting RippleNet. So first they ignore you, then they sue you, then they list you on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And this is why Elon Musk, aka Emperor Kekius Maximus, knows what's coming. The coin to rule them all is XRP. And if you agree, give this video a like, drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts. Because I know it might seem biased here, but the weird thing that I've realized with doing these videos over the past 4 years is that when I search stuff like this, virtually no other cryptocurrency comes up other than XRP. So if something else came up, I would share it with you guys, but XRP just continuously comes up over and over and over again. Why isn't it Ethereum coming up the majority of the time? Why isn't it Sui coming up? Why isn't it Solana? Why is it the vast majority of the time when I do these decode videos, Ripple and XRP are popping up? I think you know the answer to that. So if you got value out of this video, like it, share it with a friend, and make sure to get access to the Altcoin Secrets Underground Guidebook to become a crypto millionaire by clicking the link in the description below. Click the button on the page, put in your best email address so we know where to send the book, and I will see you on the other side. Also, at the top, as always, you know what to do. Stay bullish.
They told you crypto was a bubble, a scam, a dead dream. While they scared the general public, the world's most powerful institutions were buying it all up behind the scenes. BlackRock, Fidelity, Vanguard, governments around the world. At first, they dismissed crypto, but then, quietly, they moved in to buy as much as they possibly could. And today, Fidelity is officially recommending the average investor to hold 1 to 5% of their net worth in digital assets. So at first, they warned you to stay away, and now they're buying everything they can. But here's the truth, you're still early. Not because of timing, but because you're not waiting for permission. 95% of people still have no clue what's really happening around the world in crypto, but you do right now. And that gives you the competitive edge. At Altcoin Pro University, we've built the gold standard in crypto education, giving everyday investors access to a professional research team, proven strategies, and worldwide community that it normally takes Wall Street type of money to afford. With 100+ expert curated classes, live weekly calls with crypto pros, daily market updates, altcoin picks, DeFi yield alerts, airdrop opportunities, and 24/7 customer support to answer all of your questions so you never invest alone. We don't guess, we don't hype, we don't chase rug pulls, we educate, we prepare, we position, and we prosper. And we're not new to this. Nearly 1,000 crypto investors from complete beginners to seasoned traders have already joined Altcoin Pro University, and they're learning faster than the 95% of the general public, allowing them to invest smarter, and they're doing it together, as a team, not alone.
Airdrops, that's been really helpful to multiply that portfolio and then just taking that money and putting into other things that I feel like will go up in value. So like Wormhole, that was a recent one, got about 11K from that. There's also these really good channels with trades that we have. Like it's up to you if you want to do them. I'm learning about all of that, so I made like 5 to 6 grand from there. So it's really cool. I'm up like, what, I believe like 9x.
I had a portfolio before, I said that, I was already interested, I was already invested. So the size of it is now more than 3 times actually.
So I got started, I guess, dabbling into crypto space back in 2020. I've learned a lot. The main thing I learned probably, just because I'm not as active as other members, I do have a full-time job and other activities outside of crypto, but on the airdrops recently, I gotten a pretty big airdrop. At that time, it was like $1.80, so about $14,000.
Before I came across you guys, I actually had just gotten out of divorce and racked up a good amount of debt dealing with all that. So I hopped in there and I saw all the sub channels with the swing trades and the low cap gems, and like maybe 3 months after doing that, I was about halfway through my debt. It's you guys teaching it, but ultimately it's us that has to take the step to get out of this gambling mindset and learn how to use these tools properly. They're at our disposal. They're already there. It's easy to get to.
So click the link below to learn more about Altcoin Pro University, and you'll discover how you can try us out for 14 days risk-free. Nearly 1,000 crypto investors have already taken the plunge, and now it's your turn.
To the canyons fall, the great awakening's calling you.
My fellow Americans and time-traveling patriots, where we go one, we go all together. One nation, under God,